Hi everybody, welcome back to Why Kim YouTube channel. Subscribe and ring the bell. Comment down below. There's so many different interesting and tricky subjects that we're talking about. So comment, get the discussion going, and tell me if any of the subjects you want us to talk about again, I'll do and go over topics that you may have been interested in. For example, robots, marriage, these types of things. For now, I'm just going to jump between two subjects. Stoicism being one of them. We looked at Stoicism in the last video. I just wanted to quickly kind of finish up on what the Stoics say about who you are in the world, and then jump to my other subject that's kind of on my mind at the moment. For the Stoics, there is a determined physical world that you're a part of. You are physical. You are a materialistic entity in the universe. You don't have an invisible and mystical soul. For Stoicism, you don't have a soul. You're part of this natural, materialistic universe that is determined and runs on without you having any control over it. So there is a theme of fate running through Stoicism. And the job for the human being in the Stoic system is to accept that fate. Recognize the materialistic world for what it is. I'm going to jump now onto this other kind of subject it's a political subject that's kind of on my mind. It's something I'm sure you're aware of it. It's the working world, and I want to see where you're at with it. Should we just get on with this working capital world and don't ever blame anybody else for your circumstances? Or should we always do and focus on making the political and economic world available to everybody, not just the fortunate and the hard working? Let me give you an example. If you have to struggle and come and travel from a poor country that you were born into, you had no choice in the matter, and then you traveled to get to a rich country to make things better for yourself because there was no chances in getting ahead in where you were from. So you made it to the rich country, and now's your chance. You've got to work very hard. All your focus is only on working. You have to work to get ahead. And that's the question I want to ask is, will the Why Kim viewers just tell me that? Well, that's what you have to do. That's what everybody does. That's what life is about. I've done and looked at this topic before about capitalism and the working world, so go back through my videos and have a look. However, Where do you stand with it? Yes, we're meant to work as human beings. And it's good for us. Or, what about the person that I'm talking about now? They have to work, and they will, and they'll work hard to get ahead in this new rich country, alone and isolated, but just focused on working because they can make much more money than they could in their poor country. However, if they're only getting less than the minimum wage for your rich country, the union and work laws that are set out in policy by the government to do the right thing and pay people a decent living wage that is fair. But in this case, some of these people from other countries that are working hard in the new rich countries, they don't fall under this law for the rest of us. And they are working in jobs. And these organizations that employ them do not give them the money that by law is fair. They give them much less. We can take delivering food and items, the new phenomenon that you are all aware of. Uber, DoorDash. The money that they pay to the workers that deliver for them, from what I can gather, is very, 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 very limited. And you have to work very hard just to make ends meet. Now, where do you stand? You can just tell me that is what life's about. The working life is good for us. We work hard, then we continue and move up the ladder and get a better job. And then again and again until we've made it. Because people do that. Now, I haven't got the answer, but I'm just asking the question. Is it fair that in these rich countries, is it right that these massive companies, by law, they're allowed to pay such little money? And how come a lot of the people that work for them are from these other countries, from these poor countries? Don't you think that they have it in their business plan that this will be the case? How come the rest of us that are already in the rich countries don't work for these places? And do you get things delivered to you by these poor people from other countries? Are you happy to engage in it? If you haven't tried it out, go and work for 1 or 2 weeks delivering food for one of these companies and see what it's like. And see how much money you get. And then ask yourself, is it fair? And is it right? Now, you can also say to me, it doesn't matter. Forget about it. Why, Kim? And I just want to hear the arguments put forward. Remember, I'm not making a moral claim here that it's wrong that these people do this. I'm just giving you the story to see where you stand with it, so we can make our own minds up. It's something I've thought about, especially if I've had food delivered to me, or vice versa. I've seen the wages. I've talked to some of these people. It seems like a hard life. And then you might say to me again, well, it's better than the other poor country they used to live in, isn't it? Shouldn't these people be grateful So I'm not sure. Tell me what you think. And is it even determined in a Stoic way that whatever fate does, you have no control over it? So get on with your life and take care of your own soul. Take care of your own family. YCAM out.